If you ask someone if they know what a colored potato is, chances are they will have no clue. For this reason, it can be a difficult process to introduce colored potato into the market successfully. The best way to develop and introduce a new product is therefore to initiate a stage gate approach. This approach to implement a new product involves all the steps necessary to enter a successful product and even become profitable from it. The first process when taking on a stage gate approach would be developing your idea and figuring out if it is even possible to produce it in your area. Next would be to investigate a little bit further and found out what type of competition there is out there and what kind of strengths and weaknesses your potential product may have against these competitions. Next, you need to decide what kind of prices you would like to sell your product for compared to your production cost, and also who are your target market and customers. A market plan should be in the process of being developed by now. The product will then be introduced to test markets and customers, and their feedbacks will go into the last minute modification. After this is done, then the product will be ready for market, and future goals for the product should be in the marketing. The report will cover how to introduce colored potatoes into the market using a stage gauge approach. It is important to start the process through stage 1, where it involves is coming up with the idea. In this case, it will be colored potatoes. The main point that we need to cover in these stages are: is it possible to produce these product? Is it feasible to produce colored potatoes in India? And are the resources required for producing these potatoes available in Indian area with respect to soil, climate, moisture, fertilizers requirements, temperature and other parameters? In this case, someone who has never produced potatoes before would normally not get into this venture because there is a lot of specialized equipment required to produce potatoes. Let's also say that we are planning on producing these colored potatoes. So we have answered the first question. Yes, it is possible to produce the product in your area, and we also have the required resources to produce colored potatoes. Stage 2 involves investigating a little bit further into value-added product. The first thing we need to research are some characteristics of colored potatoes, such as: why are they colored? Are they better than white potatoes? Is the taste different? Do they have a higher nutritional value? The difference in color of potatoes is basically dependent on the amount of carotenoids, flavonoids, and anthocyanin content in the potato. Carotenoids and flavonoids are the pigments in potatoes. The higher these pigments are, the more colored the potato will have. These pigments are also known to provide several health benefits such as high antioxidant values and also protection against cancer. These pigments have also been known to increase the flavor of potatoes. Some people may say that colored potatoes are much better than white potato, but this may not always be the case. People like to relate certain colors with certain items, such as ketchup being red. A ketchup company tried to increase green ketchup a few years ago, but it did not sell well. So one needs to be very understanding in how this is to be done. Stage 3 involves a very different approach, where we need to understand how this is being implicated. The covered things such as type of colored potatoes we are going to produce, fries, chips or whole potatoes, prices, and also we start to develop a value chain. The development of a value chain is very important and useful tool when producing a value added product. Without this, it becomes challenging for the producer to understand how it is going to utilize and connect the raw product, processor, marketing company, wholesaler, distributor, retailer, and the consumer. Let's say we need to understand how this has worked. Stage 3 is thus helps in the basic preparation and understanding of the concepts. Stage 4 then covers product that mark the market plan development. Things such as target market for us, any competition with other potato chips, and the development of solid market plan. Target markets for colored potatoes would be groups such as children, because the different colors may be attractive to them, as well as people who may be interested in health foods, or health enthusiasts because of the higher nutritional value of the colored potatoes. Some research would then be need to done to discover what kind of competition there may be in the market. This will be done by using questionnaire on general population, as well as by doing primary and secondary research. Primary research will be getting information straight from a source such as processing company or a grocery store to find out what kind of sales are being done and how much they are being sold for. Secondary research would include internet research as well as through newspapers, magazines, and other avenues. The next step in stage 4 is to start developing a market plan. The finished market plan will include a lot of information. The main parts of the market plan will include an executive summary, introduction, mission and vision statements, core philosophy, main and subsidiary business areas, goal and objective, a SWOT analysis, challenges and opportunities, action plan, roadmap, conclusion, and a financial plan. Stage 5 will be a pre-launch and a market test strategy. This will include any last moment modification and possibilities of production cost being reduced, improved efficiency in production, and might even include expanding to more market opportunities. In this stage, we would be giving out lots of free samples at grocery stores or farmer markets and getting feedbacks on the product. Lastly, stage 6 includes the final production and the market launch. Along with the final launch, we will go over any possible refinements that can be made, our future directions, as well as looking into ourselves, meeting our projections. Any decisions made at this point would be mostly dependent on the customers and how they feel about our product. If they feel like it is in the way and that sales are high, then we will not need to make any refinements and our sale projections will probably very well met. But it is the customers, if they are not satisfied, will need to make some serious changes and modifications to the company policies and strategies, otherwise the company won't survive. Future directions will be decided upon after the customers decide if they like our product or not. This is the last stage in the stage gate approach in marketing a value added product. Shoikat Kumar Basu, Bureau Report, Kalinga Chronicle TV.